What are some of the most unusual adaptations found in animals? Many creatures have developed fascinating traits to survive in their unique environments. For instance, the Arctic fox has a thick fur coat that changes color with the seasons. It turns white in winter to blend in with the snow, while in summer it takes on a brown hue to match the earth. This clever camouflage helps it evade predators and sneak up on prey. Another example is the chameleon, famous for its ability to change color, not just for blending in, but also to communicate with other chameleons and express its mood. How do animals use their senses in different ways? Many animals possess extraordinary senses that help them navigate their surroundings. For instance, elephants can hear sounds at much lower frequencies than humans can, allowing them to detect distant calls from other elephants, even when they're miles away. Bats, on the other hand, use echolocation, sending out sound waves that bounce off objects, helping them locate prey and avoid obstacles in the dark. What role do animals play in their ecosystems? Each species has a unique role that contributes to the health of its environment. For example, bees are crucial pollinators, helping plants reproduce by transferring pollen from one flower to another. This process is vital for the production of fruits, vegetables, and nuts that many other animals, including humans, depend on. Similarly, wolves help regulate deer populations, preventing overgrazing and maintaining the balance of their habitat. How do animals communicate with each other? Animal communication can take many forms, from vocalizations to body language. Dolphins, for instance, use a complex system of clicks and whistles to convey information to each other, while ants use pheromones, chemical signals, to relay messages about food, sources, or danger. Even plants have been shown to communicate indirectly through their interactions with animals, emitting certain scents to attract pollinators or warn nearby plants of pests. What are some of the most endangered animals, and what efforts are being made to protect them? Various species face the threat of extinction due to habitat loss, poaching, and climate change. The Amur leopard, for example, is one of the rarest big cats in the world, with fewer than 100 individuals remaining in the wild. Conservation efforts include protecting its habitat in Russia and China, as well as anti-poaching initiatives. Similarly, sea turtles are endangered, and organizations worldwide work to protect their nesting sites and reduce plastic pollution in oceans, which poses. When we think about what makes an animal truly fascinating, both scientists and the general public often look for a combination of unique features, behaviors, and adaptations that capture our attention and spark our curiosity. One key characteristic is biodiversity, which refers to the variety of life forms found in a particular environment. Animals that display striking differences in appearance, such as the vibrant colors of tropical frogs or the intricate patterns on a butterfly's wings, tend to stand out. These visual traits not only serve aesthetic purposes, but also play crucial roles in survival through mechanisms like camouflage or warning coloration. Another aspect that defines an animal as fascinating is its behavior, particularly if it exhibits complex social structures or unusual habits. For instance, the elaborate courtship dances of certain birds, like the bowerbird, where males create intricate displays to attract mates, can captivate observers. Additionally, animals that demonstrate intelligence, such as dolphins, elephants, and some species of primates, showcase behaviors like problem-solving, tool use, and even empathy, which can leave us in awe of their capabilities. Adaptations to extreme environments also contribute to an animal's fascination. Take the tardigrade, often called the water bear, which can survive extreme temperatures, radiation, and even the vacuum of space. Its resilience sparks interest in the potential for life beyond Earth, making it a subject of scientific study and public intrigue. Similarly, the Arctic fox, with its ability to change fur color with the seasons, highlights the adaptability of life in harsh climates, showcasing nature's ingenuity. Moreover, the stories behind endangered species can draw attention and provoke empathy. Animals like the critically endangered Amur leopard, with its striking coat and elusive nature, not only highlight the beauty of wildlife, but also raise awareness about conservation efforts. The plight of such animals often resonates with the public, making them fascinating for their rarity and the urgent need to protect their habitats. Fascinating animals often come with interesting evolutionary histories too. The platypus, for example, is a monotreme, meaning it lays eggs instead of giving live birth, a rarity among mammals. This unique reproductive trait, along with its duckbill and webbed feet, showcases the diversity of evolutionary adaptations and captures the imagination of those who learn about it. In addition to all of this, the relationship between animals and humans can also make certain species particularly captivating. Animals that have formed bonds with humans, such as dogs and cats, often elicit affection and fascination due to their loyalty and companionship. In the vast tapestry of nature, evolutionary adaptations play a crucial role in helping animals thrive in their specific environments. These adaptations are fascinating as they illustrate the intricate relationship between organisms and their habitats. For example, take the striking colors of a poison dart frog. These bright hues are not just for show. They serve as a warning to potential predators, signaling that these small creatures are toxic and not safe to eat. This vivid coloration, an adaptation that has evolved over countless generations, enables the frogs to deter predators, allowing them to survive and reproduce in their jungle homes. Similarly, consider the Arctic fox with its thick white fur. This coat not only provides insulation against the harsh, frigid temperatures of the Arctic, it also offers excellent camouflage against the snow, making it easier for the fox to hunt and avoid predators. In summer, the Arctic fox's fur changes to a brown or gray hue, blending in with the tundra, showcasing how these animals adapt not only to temperature, but also to the changing seasons. Then we have the extraordinary ability of certain birds, like the hummingbird, to hover in midair. Their unique wing structure and rapid flapping allow them to feed on nectar from flowers. This adaptation is essential for their survival, as it enables them to access food sources that many other animals cannot reach. Additionally, the specialized beaks of different species, such as the long, slender beak of the hummingbird versus the stout, strong beak of a seed-eating finch, illustrate how adaptations can vary significantly even within the same family of birds. Each beak shape is suited to their dietary needs and feeding strategies. In the depths of the ocean, we find the anglerfish, a remarkable creature that uses a bioluminescent lure to attract its prey in the dark waters. This adaptation not only makes it stand out in its environment, it also highlights the creative strategies life has developed to survive in extreme conditions. The anglerfish's ability to remain nearly invisible in the deep sea, while simultaneously using light to lure unsuspecting fish, showcases the incredible ways organisms can evolve features that serve multiple purposes. On land, the giraffe's long neck is another compelling example of evolutionary adaptation, allowing these majestic animals to reach high leaves and fruit in tall trees, giving them access to food that many other herbivores cannot reach. This adaptation not only provides a feeding advantage, it also plays a role in their social interactions. As male giraffes, bioluminescent animals possess a remarkable ability to produce light, and this fascinating trait serves various purposes, particularly in communication and hunting. For example, many species of deep-sea fish, such as the anglerfish, use bioluminescence to attract prey. The anglerfish has a lure that glows in the dark depths of the ocean, mimicking the appearance of small prey, which draws unsuspecting fish closer, ultimately leading to capture. This clever strategy highlights how bioluminescence aids in the hunting process, turning the darkness of their environment into an advantage. In addition to hunting, bioluminescence plays a significant role in communication among some species. The firefly, for instance, is well known for its flashing lights, which serve as signals to attract mates. Male fireflies produce distinct light patterns, and females respond with their own flashes, creating a beautiful, synchronized light show in the twilight. This form of communication is not only essential for reproduction, but also showcases the intricate social behaviors of these insects. Moreover, certain squids and jellyfish utilize bioluminescence as a defense mechanism. When threatened, they can emit bursts of light, which can confuse predators or create a smokescreen effect, allowing them to escape. This clever use of light can alter the perception of their surroundings, giving these creatures a crucial edge in avoiding danger. Another interesting example is the deep-sea shrimp, which can produce a bright flash to startle potential predators, buying precious seconds to flee. In some cases, bioluminescent organisms form symbiotic relationships, enhancing their communication and survival strategies. The bobtail squid, for example, hosts bioluminescent bacteria in a special organ, which allows it to blend in with the moonlight filtering down from the surface. This camouflage is vital for avoiding detection by predators while hunting for small fish and crustaceans, demonstrating how bioluminescence can serve both communicative and predatory functions. Additionally, some species of plankton, such as certain dinoflagellates, emit light when disturbed. This phenomenon, known as bioluminescent bloom, can illuminate waves in the ocean, creating a stunning visual effect. This light can serve as a warning to predators, signaling that they are not an easy meal. This form of indirect communication is a fascinating aspect of how bioluminescence is used for survival in the vast ocean. In conclusion, the diverse ways in camouflage and mimicry are fascinating survival strategies that various species have evolved over time, allowing them to adapt to their environments, evade predators, and enhance their chances of survival. Camouflage, essentially, is a technique where animals blend into their surroundings, making it difficult for predators or prey to spot them. This can be seen in the peppered moth, which during the Industrial Revolution developed darker coloration to match the soot-covered trees in its habitat, helping it avoid being seen by birds. Similarly, the leaf-tailed gecko from Madagascar, with its incredible ability to resemble the leaves and bark of trees, is a master of disguise, remaining hidden from both predators and unsuspecting prey. On the other hand, mimicry takes a different approach, whereby one species evolves to imitate the appearance, sounds, or behaviors of another species. This can serve various purposes, such as deterring predators or attracting mates. A well-known example of mimicry is the viceroy butterfly, which mimics the coloration and patterns of the toxic monarch butterfly. Birds that have learned to avoid the toxic monarch due to its unpleasant taste also tend to steer clear of the viceroy, thus allowing this non-toxic butterfly to benefit from its resemblance. Another interesting case of mimicry is the stick insect, which not only looks like twigs and branches, but also sways gently in the wind, enhancing its disguise in the forest, where its natural habitat is filled with vegetation. Interestingly, both camouflage and mimicry can also play roles in the interactions between species. For instance, some predators have developed camouflage to ambush their prey more effectively. The great horned owl, with its mottled feathers, can sit silently in a tree, blending seamlessly with the bark, allowing it to surprise unsuspecting animals passing below. In addition, certain plants have evolved mimicry traits, such as flowers that resemble the appearance of female insects, luring male insects to aid in pollination. These strategies not only showcase the incredible adaptability of life on Earth, but also highlight the complex relationships between organisms within ecosystems. While camouflage allows for stealth and protection, mimicry can serve as a warning signal or an attraction mechanism, demonstrating the diverse ways in which species have evolved to survive and thrive in their specific environments. The interplay between these strategies adds to the richness of biodiversity and the intricate web of life, illustrating how nature continually shapes and molds the survival techniques of its inhabitants. As you explore the natural world, you may come across many examples. In the animal kingdom, social structures play a crucial role in shaping the behaviors and interactions of various species, creating a rich tapestry of life that is both fascinating and complex. Take elephants, for instance. These magnificent creatures are known for their strong family bonds, living in matriarchal herds led by the oldest and often wisest female. This social structure fosters cooperation as the matriarch guides the group in finding food and water sources, teaching the younger members and even leading them through migration paths. The close-knit relationships within these herds allow for a nurturing environment where individuals support each other during times of distress, such as mourning the loss of a member, which highlights the emotional depth elephants possess. Their social interactions are not just limited to their own group. Elephants have been observed to communicate over long distances using low-frequency sounds known as infrasound, which allows them to coordinate with other herds, enhancing their survival tactics. On the other hand, wolves exhibit a different, yet equally captivating social structure. Living in packs, wolves have a clear hierarchy that promotes teamwork and effective hunting strategies. The alpha pair leads the pack, and their status is maintained through various social behaviors, including displays of dominance and submission. This structured hierarchy ensures that the pack operates cohesively, allowing for successful hunts and the protection of their territory. In these packs, wolves engage in social grooming, which strengthens bonds and helps to reduce tension among members. Additionally, their vocalizations, such as howling, serve not only to communicate with each other, but also to reinforce their social connections, marking their territory and coordinating their activities. These behaviors emphasize the importance of collaboration in their daily lives, showcasing how social structures can influence survival and success. Interestingly, the social dynamics in both elephants and wolves reveal how cooperation and communication are essential for their survival. In elephant herds, the emphasis on nurturing and protecting one another demonstrates a profound understanding of social relationships, while in wolf packs, the clear hierarchy and teamwork during hunts highlight the effectiveness of collaborative strategies. Each species, through its unique social structure, cultivates behaviors that enhance their adaptability and resilience in the wild. Observing these interactions not only deepens our appreciation for these animals, but also provides insight into the fundamental principles of social living, which can resonate with human societies as well. As we delve deeper into the lives of these fascinating creatures, it becomes evident that their social structures are not just a backdrop, but rather a driving force behind their behaviors, shaping, in the vast and diverse animal kingdom, the ways that different species attract mates can be as strange as they are fascinating. Take the male bowerbird, for instance, which is known for its unique courtship behavior. These birds, found mainly in Australia and New Guinea, construct elaborate structures called bowers from twigs, leaves, and colorful objects they collect, such as stones, plastic, and even bits of glass. The male bowerbird decorates his bower to impress females, sometimes even arranging items in a specific color scheme, creating a visual spectacle that showcases his creativity and ability to gather attractive materials. Then there's the blue-footed booby, a seabird native to the Galapagos Islands, which has a rather amusing mating display. The males flaunt their striking blue feet, performing a dance that includes high steps and wing flapping, all while showing off their colorful feet. The brightness of their feet indicates their health and vitality, making it a key factor in attracting a mate. The more vibrant the blue, the more attractive the male appears to potential partners. Another unusual ritual is seen in the world of anglerfish. In some species, the male anglerfish is much smaller than the female, and when he finds a mate, he latches onto her body, essentially becoming a permanent attachment. Over time, he loses his own identity, fusing with the female, providing her with sperm when needed, while relying on her for nutrients. This extreme form of sexual dimorphism and parasitism ensures that the male is always close by, ready to reproduce when the female is ready. Meanwhile, the male seahorse takes a different approach. In this species, it is the male that becomes pregnant. After a courtship dance that can last for several days, the female deposits her eggs into the male's brood pouch, where he fertilizes them and carries them until they hatch. This role reversal in parenting is quite rare and highlights the diverse strategies that exist in the animal world regarding reproduction. In the insect realm, the male praying mantis might engage in a more perilous mating ritual. Often, during or after copulation, the female may consume the male, leading to the term sexual cannibalism. This behavior is thought to provide the female with nutritional benefits, allowing her to produce healthier offspring. The male, aware of this risk, often approaches cautiously, displaying his intentions to mate without triggering the female's predatory instincts. Birds are remarkable creatures, and their migratory patterns reveal a stunning complexity in how they navigate across vast distances. Many species, such as the Arctic tern, travel thousands of miles, often from breeding grounds in the Arctic to wintering areas in the Antarctic, a feat that requires precise navigation skills. Birds use various methods to find their way, and these methods showcase their adaptability and intelligence. One of the primary tools they rely on is the Earth's magnetic field. Research has shown that many birds can sense magnetic fields, allowing them to determine their position relative to the Earth's poles. This ability is thought to be linked to specialized cells in their eyes, which contain a protein that reacts to magnetic fields, helping them to orient themselves. In addition to magnetic navigation, birds also use visual cues from the landscape to guide their journeys. During migration, they can recognize familiar landmarks such as mountains, rivers, and coastlines, which helps them stay on course. This visual navigation is particularly important during the daytime when they can see these features clearly. At night, many migratory birds rely on the stars for guidance, using constellations to maintain their bearings. Some species have even been observed adjusting their flight paths based on the position of the moon, demonstrating a remarkable level of awareness of celestial bodies. Another fascinating aspect of bird migration is the role of social learning. Young birds often learn migratory routes from older, experienced individuals within their flocks. This social component adds another layer of complexity to their navigation, as it involves communication and the transfer of knowledge from one generation to the next. The timing of migration is also crucial, as birds must navigate seasonal changes in weather and daylight hours. They often time their departures to coincide with favorable conditions, using changes in temperature, wind patterns, and even the availability of food sources to decide when to begin their journeys. Furthermore, studies have shown that birds have an internal circadian clock that helps regulate their migratory behavior. This clock is influenced by changes in daylight and can affect when birds take off, how long they fly each day, and when they stop to rest. Some species are known to migrate in a specific order, with certain individuals choosing to leave earlier or later than others based on their physiological condition, age, or experience. This intricate web of factors demonstrates that bird migration is not a simple one-size-fits-all process, but rather a complex interplay of biology, environment, and learned behavior. The ability to navigate such long distances, often with animals utilize tools in fascinating ways, showcasing their intelligence and adaptability in the natural world. For instance, chimpanzees are known to use sticks to extract termites from mounds, demonstrating not only their problem-solving skills, but also their ability to manipulate their environment. They select specific types of sticks, modify them by stripping leaves, and then skillfully use them to fish for food, illustrating an understanding of cause and effect as well as foresight. Similarly, sea otters use rocks to crack open shellfish, holding the rocks on their chests while floating on their backs, which highlights a level of dexterity and planning that challenges the traditional view of intelligence as something unique to humans. Birds, particularly certain species of crows and parrots, have also shown remarkable tool use. New Caledonian crows, for example, are adept at crafting tools from twigs and leaves, shaping them to reach insects in tree bark or crevices, which indicates a sophisticated understanding of their environment and the materials available to them. These birds can even use multiple tools in sequence, demonstrating an advanced level of cognitive function that suggests they possess a form of intelligence that is more complex than we once thought. Dolphins have also been observed using marine sponges as tools. They place sponges over their snouts to protect themselves while foraging on the ocean floor, a behavior that not only showcases their intelligence, but also highlights social learning, as young dolphins often learn this technique from older, experienced individuals. This use of tools for protection and foraging showcases a level of foresight and problem-solving ability that challenges the conventional hierarchy of intelligence, which has often placed humans at the top. Insect species, like certain ants and honeybees, exhibit tool use as well, although in different contexts. Leaf-cutter ants, for example, cut leaves and carry them back to their nests to cultivate fungus, which serves as their food source. This behavior exhibits a form of agriculture that requires planning and organization, challenging our understanding of intelligence beyond the realm of vertebrates. Honeybees have also shown the ability to manipulate their environment by using wax to build honeycombs, which requires an understanding of geometry and spatial awareness. The study of animals using tools has significant implications for how we understand intelligence in non-human species. It encourages us to rethink our definitions of intelligence, moving beyond human-centric views. As researchers continue to observe and document these behaviors, it becomes clear that many animals possess cognitive abilities that are complex. Extreme habitats, like the deep sea and arid deserts, are fascinating places that host some of the most uniquely adapted animals on our planet. In the deep sea, where sunlight cannot penetrate, organisms have evolved in ways that are truly remarkable. The extreme pressure in these depths, reaching over 0 times the pressure at sea level, has led to creatures like the giant squid, which has a flexible body structure, allowing it to withstand such immense forces. Moreover, bioluminescence is a common adaptation in these dark environments. Animals like the anglerfish use light-producing organs to lure prey in the pitch-black surroundings, while others, such as certain jellyfish, emit light as a defense mechanism to startle predators or to communicate. In arid deserts, where water is scarce and temperatures can soar during the day and plummet at night, survival strategies are essential. Desert animals, such as the fennec fox, have large ears that help dissipate heat, and they are nocturnal, which means they are active at night when it is cooler. This adaptation allows them to conserve water and avoid the harsh daytime conditions. Similarly, the kangaroo rat, which lives in North American deserts, can survive without ever drinking water, as it extracts moisture from the seeds it eats, showcasing a remarkable adaptation to its dry environment. The extreme temperatures in both habitats can also lead to unique physiological traits. For example, some deep-sea creatures possess special proteins that prevent their cells from freezing, allowing them to thrive in near-freezing waters. In deserts, animals like the thorny devil lizard have developed skin structures that channel rainwater into their mouths, enabling them to drink from the rare rainfall that occurs. Moreover, the isolation of these extreme environments often leads to a phenomenon known as speciation, where species evolve independently to adapt to their specific surroundings. In the deep sea, hydrothermal vent communities are home to unique species, such as tube worms, that rely on chemosynthesis rather than photosynthesis, using the chemicals emitted from the vents as an energy source. In contrast, desert environments can lead to the development of specialized plants, like the saguaro cactus, which store water and have adaptations to prevent it from evaporating, creating a unique ecosystem that supports various animal life. In summary, the adaptations seen in animals from extreme habitats, whether it be the deep sea or arid deserts, are a testament to the resilience of life. These adaptations allow them to survive. In the intricate web of nature, symbiotic relationships showcase some of the most fascinating interactions between different animal species, each one revealing the complexities of survival and cooperation. One of the most well-known examples is the relationship between clownfish and sea anemones. Clownfish, with their vibrant orange and white stripes, seek refuge among the stinging tentacles of sea anemones, which provide protection from predators. In return, clownfish help keep the anemones clean by removing debris and parasites, while also providing nutrients through their waste, creating a thriving environment for both species. Another remarkable example can be observed in the partnership between oxpeckers and large mammals, such as rhinos and buffalo. These small birds, known for their sharp beaks, perch on the backs of these massive creatures, feeding on ticks and other parasites that infest their skin. This relationship benefits the oxpeckers by offering them a food source, while the mammals enjoy a reduction in pests, leading to healthier skin and overall well-being. Interestingly, some oxpeckers have been observed pecking at the wounds of their hosts, which raises questions about the balance of this relationship. In the underwater world, the relationship between cleaner wrasses and larger fish presents another captivating example. Cleaner wrasses set up cleaning stations on coral reefs, where larger fish come to have parasites and dead skin removed. The wrasses nibble away the unwanted material, ensuring the larger fish remain healthy and free of infesting organisms. This interaction not only provides nutrition for the cleaner wrasses, but also fosters a sense of trust between species, as the larger fish often return to the same cleaning stations, knowing they will receive care. Moving from the ocean to the desert, we find the fascinating relationship between the African acacia tree and ants. Certain species of acacia trees produce nectar and have hollow thorns, which offer shelter to ants. In return, the ants protect the tree from herbivores, such as giraffes and elephants, by attacking any creature that tries to munch on the leaves. This mutualistic relationship exemplifies how two very different species can work together for mutual benefit, ensuring the survival of both the ants and the acacia tree. Exploring the skies, the relationship between certain bats and fruit trees reveals another intriguing aspect of symbiosis. Fruit bats are essential for pollinating and dispersing the seeds of many tropical plants. By consuming fruits and flying long distances, bats help spread the seeds. Animals communicate with one another in a multitude of fascinating ways, each adapted to their environment and species. Communication methods can range from vocal sounds, body language, chemical signals, and even visual displays. For instance, birds often use songs and calls to establish territory, attract mates, and warn others of danger. The complex melodies of certain songbirds, like the lyrebird, can mimic other sounds in their environment, showcasing a sophisticated level of communication that can convey multiple messages. In the ocean, dolphins have developed intricate systems of communication that include a variety of clicks, whistles, and body movements. Researchers have identified specific patterns in their sounds that suggest they use a form of language, possibly even identifying themselves through signature whistles. This sophisticated level of communication is not only remarkable, but also essential for their social interactions and hunting strategies. Ants, on the other hand, rely heavily on chemical signals, known as pheromones, to communicate. When an ant finds food, it releases a pheromone trail that others follow, leading them to the food source. Different pheromones can signal alarm, food, or even the need for help, showcasing a complex social structure where chemical communication plays a vital role in cooperation and survival. Bees have their own unique way of communicating through the famous waggle. dance. When a worker bee discovers a new source of nectar, it performs a dance that conveys information about the direction and distance of the food. This communication is so precise that other bees can follow the directions and successfully find the nectar, demonstrating a level of complexity that is quite impressive in the animal kingdom. In the world of primates, vocalizations and gestures form a rich tapestry of communication. For instance, chimpanzees use a variety of calls to express emotions, warn of predators, and coordinate group activities. Their ability to use sign language, in some cases, further illustrates their advanced cognitive abilities and how they can communicate complex ideas and emotions. Cephalopods, such as octopuses and cuttlefish, communicate through color changes and body patterns. These changes can signal readiness to mate, warn off predators, or even indicate a change in mood. The ability of these creatures to rapidly alter their appearance is not only striking, but also serves as an advanced form of non-verbal communication that is still being studied by scientists. Additionally, elephants are known for their low-frequency sounds, called infrasound, which can travel long distances. This allows them to communicate with each other over several kilometers. Animals, much like humans, exhibit a wide range of emotions, and scientists have dedicated much time and research to understanding these feelings, which can often be complex and nuanced. Many animals display behaviors that suggest they experience joy, fear, anger, and even love, with these emotions being observed across various species. For instance, dogs often wag their tails and jump excitedly when their owners come home, a clear sign of happiness and affection, while elephants have been observed mourning their dead, displaying behaviors that indicate a deep emotional bond and a sense of loss. In the wild, animals such as chimpanzees show empathy by comforting one another in times of distress, while crows have been noted to hold grudges, indicating they can feel emotions like anger and resentment. Scientists study these emotional behaviors through a variety of methods, including direct observation in natural habitats, where they can see how animals interact with each other and their environments. This field of study, known as ethology, involves watching animals in their natural settings to understand their social structures and emotional expressions. Additionally, researchers often use controlled experiments in laboratories, where they can observe how animals respond to different stimuli, including those that provoke fear or excitement, allowing for a more systematic analysis of emotional responses. For example, studies have shown that rats will help other rats in distress, suggesting a capacity for empathy, which is a complex emotional response. Moreover, scientists utilize technology to further understand animal emotions, employing tools such as brain imaging to see how different areas of an animal's brain light up in response to various emotional triggers. This approach has revealed, for instance, that the same regions of the brain activated by feelings in humans can be similarly activated in other species, indicating a shared emotional experience. Researchers also analyze vocalizations, body language, and even facial expressions in animals to interpret their emotional states, leading to fascinating findings about the depth of feelings in species ranging from primates to birds to marine mammals. In recent years, the field has expanded to include studies on animal welfare, where understanding emotions plays a critical role in ensuring that animals in captivity are kept in environments that meet their emotional and psychological needs. By recognizing signs of stress or contentment, caretakers can create better habitats that promote a healthy emotional state for these animals. As scientists continue to explore how animals express and experience emotions, they not only deepen our understanding of animal behavior, but also challenge the long-held belief that emotions are unique to humans, revealing a rich emotional tapestry that spans the animal. The evolution of size in animals, ranging from the smallest insects to the largest whales, is influenced by a variety of factors, including environmental conditions, available resources, predation pressures, and reproductive strategies. One major factor is the concept of allometry, which studies how the size of an organism affects its shape, physiology, and behavior. For example, as animals grow larger, their metabolic rates do not increase at the same rate. This means that larger animals often have lower energy expenditures per unit of body mass, allowing them to survive on fewer resources compared to smaller animals. Environmental factors play a crucial role as well. In colder climates, larger body sizes are often favored because they conserve heat more efficiently, a principle known as Bergmann's rule. This is why you may find larger animals, like polar bears, in colder regions, whereas smaller animals, such as tropical birds, thrive in warmer climates. Additionally, the availability of food resources can dictate size evolution. In environments where food is abundant, larger body sizes can be advantageous, as they allow animals to store more energy and reproduce more successfully. Predation also has a significant impact on size evolution. Smaller animals may be at higher risk of predation, leading to evolutionary adaptations that favor larger body sizes for better protection against predators. This is evident in many species where larger sizes can deter potential threats or allow for different survival strategies, such as being able to fight back or flee more effectively. Conversely, in some cases, smaller body sizes can be beneficial, allowing animals to escape from predators more easily or to exploit different niches that larger animals cannot access. Reproductive strategies also influence size. In many species, larger size is associated with greater reproductive success, as bigger individuals often have more resources to invest in offspring. This can be seen in many fish species, where larger females produce more eggs. However, in some cases, smaller size can be advantageous, particularly in species where rapid reproduction is key for survival, allowing them to reproduce quickly and in large numbers to ensure the continuation of their lineage. Moreover, human activity can also impact the evolution of size in animals. For example, hunting and habitat destruction can lead to changes in the size of certain species, as those that remain may adapt to new conditions or pressures, sometimes resulting in smaller body sizes, a phenomenon known as the size of the leftovers. This has been observed in various species, where selective pressures from human activities have led to unexpected shifts in body size. In summary, the evolution in the enchanting world beneath the waves, the octopus stands out as one of the most intelligent creatures, showcasing remarkable problem-solving skills, especially in captivity, where their behavior can be observed more closely. When researchers place octopuses in various puzzles or challenges, these clever mollusks often display an impressive array of strategies to find food or escape enclosures. For instance, in one experiment, an octopus was challenged to open a jar to reach a tasty morsel inside. It was observed using its dexterous arms to manipulate the jar, twisting and turning it until the lid came off, highlighting not just their physical dexterity, but also their ability to think ahead and plan their actions. Moreover, octopuses are known to use tools, a behavior that was once thought to be exclusive to humans and a few other animal species. In captivity, they have been seen using coconut shells and other objects to create shelters or to defend themselves, demonstrating foresight and an understanding of their environment. This use of tools indicates a level of cognitive complexity that is fascinating to study. Scientists have also noted that octopuses can learn through observation, meaning that they can watch another octopus solve a problem and then replicate the behavior themselves, showcasing a form of social learning that is quite sophisticated. Their problem-solving abilities extend beyond simple tasks. In various studies, octopuses have been placed in situations where they had to navigate mazes or escape complex enclosures. Some have shown an impressive memory, recalling the layout of the maze after a period of time, which suggests not only intelligence, but also an advanced capacity for learning and memory retention. In one particular study, an octopus was able to escape from a sealed container using its problem-solving skills to manipulate the latch and find its way to freedom, a clear testament to their ingenuity. Additionally, these remarkable animals are known for their adaptability, which plays a significant role in their problem-solving capabilities. In diverse habitats, octopuses have been observed changing their hunting techniques based on the environment and the prey available. In captivity, this adaptability translates to their interactions with puzzles and challenges presented by researchers. Each octopus may approach a problem differently, employing unique strategies that reflect their individual experiences and cognitive styles. The octopus's nervous system is another fascinating aspect of their intelligence. With around 500 million neurons, a significant portion of which is located in their arms, they possess a decentralized nervous system that allows their limbs to operate semi-independently. Flightless birds, such as ostriches, emus, and kiwis, exhibit a fascinating array of unique adaptations that help them survive and reproduce in their specific environments, even without the ability to fly. One significant adaptation is their strong, muscular legs, which are not only used for running quickly to escape predators, but also serve as powerful tools for digging and foraging for food. For instance, ostriches can sprint at speeds up to 45 miles per hour, allowing them to evade threats effectively, while their long legs provide them with an excellent vantage point to spot dangers in the wild. In terms of reproduction, flightless birds often have specialized nesting behaviors that are tailored to their terrestrial lifestyles. Many species, like the kiwi, create ground nests that are well concealed in dense vegetation, which helps protect their eggs from predators. The kiwi in particular lays one of the largest eggs in relation to its body size, which requires a significant investment of energy and resources. This adaptation ensures the hatchling has a good chance of survival, as it emerges larger and more developed than many other bird chicks. Moreover, some flightless birds, such as the emu and the cassowary, exhibit a unique form of parental care, where the male takes on the responsibility of incubating the eggs and looking after the young once they hatch. This behavior increases the chances of survival for the chicks as they benefit from the protection of their father during their vulnerable early stages of life. Additionally, the absence of flight has led some species to develop a more robust digestive system, allowing them to process a wider variety of foods available in their habitat. For example, the flightless cormorant, found in the Galapagos Islands, has adapted to diving underwater to catch fish, developing strong legs and webbed feet that aid in swimming, rather than relying on flight to find food. In contrast to their flying relatives, flightless birds often have a more limited range of motion and rely heavily on camouflage and stealth to avoid detection by predators. Their plumage often mimics the colors and textures of their surroundings, providing effective concealment. The kakapo, a nocturnal parrot from New Zealand, has green and brown feathers that blend seamlessly with the forest floor, making it difficult for predators to spot them. These adaptations, while diverse and varied, showcase how flightless birds have evolved to thrive in their environments, finding alternative means of survival and reproduction in the absence of flight, all while certain amphibians, such as frogs and salamanders, exhibit remarkable regenerative abilities that capture the interest of scientists and nature enthusiasts alike. These creatures can regrow lost limbs, tails, and even parts of their hearts and eyes, showcasing a level of biological magic that seems almost too good to be true. Salamanders, in particular, are the champions of regeneration, with the ability to regenerate entire limbs, including complex structures like bones, muscles, and nerves, making them a unique subject for scientific research. This incredible ability is largely due to their specialized cells, called blastomal cells, which can transform into various types of tissues. When a limb is lost, a salamander forms a structure known as a blastema at the site of the injury, where these cells gather and begin to divide, eventually developing into a new limb. Frogs, while not as proficient as salamanders, also demonstrate regenerative capabilities, particularly during their early life stages. Tadpoles, for example, can regenerate their tails and parts of their heart, but as they transition into adult frogs, their regenerative abilities diminish significantly. This change is linked to the processes of metamorphosis, where the frog undergoes significant physiological changes that limit its ability to regenerate. The study of these regenerative processes offers insights into cellular mechanisms and could lead to advancements in medicine, particularly in understanding human healing and regeneration. The secrets behind these abilities lie in the genetic and molecular pathways that regulate regeneration. Researchers have identified specific genes activated in response to injury, which play a crucial role in the formation of the blastema and the subsequent regeneration process. The presence of certain signaling molecules, such as fibroblast growth factors, also promotes the necessary cellular behaviors for regeneration, allowing these amphibians to heal in ways that mammals, including humans, cannot. By studying these mechanisms, scientists hope to unlock the potential for regenerative medicine in humans, seeking to repair damaged tissues and organs. Interestingly, the environment plays a significant role in the regenerative capabilities of these amphibians. Factors such as temperature, moisture, and the presence of pollutants can influence their ability to regenerate in cleaner, healthier habitats. These amphibians tend to have better regenerative outcomes, emphasizing the importance of conservation efforts to protect their ecosystems. The study of amphibians' regenerative abilities not only highlights the wonders of nature, but also underscores the interconnectedness of environmental health and biological resilience, revealing a fascinating window into the potential for regeneration in the animal kingdom. Animal migration plays a crucial role in the survival of various species, particularly in the face of climate change and environmental shifts. As temperatures rise, habitats are altered, and food sources become scarce, many animals have no choice but to migrate in search of more suitable living conditions. This movement is not just about finding a new home, but is also essential for maintaining biodiversity, as migrating species help to pollinate plants, disperse seeds, and even control pests in their new locations. For instance, the migration of birds, such as the Arctic tern, which travels thousands of miles from its breeding grounds in the Arctic to wintering grounds in the Antarctic, showcases how interconnected ecosystems are and how the health of one region can affect another. Moreover, the timing of migrations can be significantly impacted by climate change. Many species rely on specific environmental cues, like temperature changes or the availability of food, to initiate their migration. If these cues are disrupted, animals may arrive at their destinations too early or too late, which can lead to a mismatch between their arrival and the availability of food resources or suitable breeding conditions. This can have cascading effects on entire ecosystems, as these shifts can alter predator-prey relationships, disrupt breeding patterns, and even lead to population declines. In addition, the routes that animals take during migration are also changing due to shifting climates. Some species are moving further north or to higher elevations in search of cooler temperatures, which can lead to increased competition for resources in these new areas, as well as the potential for human-wildlife conflict. For example, as polar bears seek new hunting grounds due to melting sea ice, they may venture closer to human settlements, leading to dangerous encounters. As animal migration patterns shift, scientists are closely monitoring these changes, as they can provide valuable insights into the broader impacts of climate change. By studying migration, researchers can better understand how species are adapting to their changing environments and what that means for the future of our planet's biodiversity. This information is crucial for conservation efforts, as it helps identify areas that need protection, as well as species that may be at risk of extinction due to their inability to adapt quickly enough to the pace of environmental change. Furthermore, the significance of migration extends beyond the animals themselves. It also affects human communities. Many cultures have deep connections to migratory species, relying on them for food, cultural practices, and economic stability. Changes in migration patterns can influence fishing and hunting seasons, affecting livelihoods and food security. As such, fascinating animals play a crucial role in maintaining biodiversity and the overall health of ecosystems. Their presence and activities create a complex web of interactions that sustain life. For example, predators such as wolves or eagles help regulate the populations of other species, ensuring that no single type of animal becomes too abundant, which could lead to overgrazing or depletion of vegetation. This balance supports a variety of plant species, which in turn provide habitats and food for many other creatures, demonstrating how interconnected life truly is. Furthermore, pollinators like bees, butterflies, and even some birds are vital to the reproduction of many flowering plants, contributing